In today's video, Shane Dawson addresses the allegations that he and Jeffree Star orchestrated the James Charles drama that nearly ended his career last year. Is it too little too late? That story coming up now. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. After a very unexpected break from YouTube, I am finally back. If you're a return subscriber, I really do appreciate your continued support and I can't say that enough. If you're new here and you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Everyone give this video a big thumbs up, click on that notification bell and select it to all. That way you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Before we get started, and as always, I do need to remind you all that I am a drama commentary channel. I have opinions and I speak them freely. Opinions are not facts, they never have been facts, and they never will be facts. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in. Allegations that Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson orchestrated the takedown of James Charles in what came to be known as Dramageddon 2 surfaced nearly 2 weeks ago when beauty influencer Kam Lester went on Instagram Live to discuss why he no longer supports Jeffree Star, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and Shane Dawson.
And there's been many things, and I've always tolerated so many things, and I've always been like, okay, like, it's not that big of a deal, Cameron. Like, it's never, like, there was never something where he personally attacked me, but there was also another situation in Houston when the next day, when we were in the hotel, and I was in his hotel, and we were just chilling. We were talking to Rich Lux again and a few other people, and I was talking to Jeffree, and I remember Shane Dawson called and he was going off about James Charles and something and telling, like, just like cursing James out, and I was just like kind of taken back because I've never seen Shane Dawson like that, and he was just going in on James, and I was like, oh, is there like there's something like brewing, there's something going on with James and Shane and Jeffree. So I was just uncomfortable, and I just was like, I'm gonna stay over here. I don't even know what to do. I was really small at this point. I'm still pretty small. And I was just like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I was terrified. I was just like, okay, like, I'm just going to go back home and act like nothing happened. And, you know, and I kept doing that. But I knew from there, I knew Shane wasn't the person that he was perceived online. But I didn't really have any effect. Like, I don't record things. I don't have hard facts. Like, this is not about receipts. This is about what my personal experience. This is all from my mouth. There is 3 sides of every story, so you know, you can have a side and pick a side, but this is my story, and I just want to be upfront. So that situation happens, and I just knew something was brewing with James from the jump. I get back home to LA, and I'm just like talking to my friends and family, like what happened, and you know, how I think something is going on with James Charles, and like, you know, it's really just really I was just uneasy about it. 3 months later, James had his scandal, and I always remember holding that and being like, OMG, maybe I could have came to James and maybe gave him like a warning or told him like something happened or something was about to happen, and I felt it. And I always felt like a little guilty for not ever saying anything or confessing to James because he helped me in the beginning, and I felt like I wasn't a true friend, and I really am apologetic towards James for not speaking up and not having the courage at the time to speak up for him, because I knew 3 months before he had that scandal, something bad was going to happen.
After nearly 2 weeks of silence, Shane Dawson finally took to Twitter late last night. He tweeted, "My final thoughts on the beauty world," and for those of you who didn't have a chance to read it, I'll go ahead and read his statement to y'all. "Welcome to the circus. My final thoughts on the beauty world. A few questions that I have been getting lately. Did I know that she was thinking about making a video? Yes. Did I tell her to make a video? No. Did I have any involvement in the video? No. Did I orchestrate it? No. Did I need that kind of drama to make a good series? No. Have I ever tried to ruin a career or make someone look bad in my 15 years on YouTube? No. Do I have a track record of getting into drama with people or having fights with other YouTubers? No. Am I innocent and don't have huge anxiety-provoking regrets about how I could have helped everyone handle everything better? No. I've had a pit in my stomach since it all happened. Now on to my final thoughts on the beauty world and my experience in it. The Conspiracy Palette was one of the best experiences of my life. The series with Jeffree changed my life and changed me as a person. It helped me be more confident and stand up for myself, which I've always been bad at. So, to honor the series and what I learned from it, I'm gonna say this. The beauty gurus who are always involved in scandals are all the effing same. They are all attention-seeking, game-playing, egocentric, narcissistic, vengeful, two-faced, ticking time bombs ready to explode, and I'm over it. Yes, they are talented, creative, smart, and love makeup, but they also joined a side of the internet that is obsessed with looks, money, power, fame, screenshots, and subtweets, releasing private text messages, voice memos, emails, and other receipts as a way to paint yourself in a particular light or someone else in a bad light is weird to me, and I will never engage in that. That is a game that they know how to play well, and I would rather eat my own hands off than play it. Yes, Jeffree is in that list of dramatic gurus, and he would admit that, and he will always be family to me, and I love him despite those characteristics. He's very aware of the fact that I don't agree with many of the ways he approaches situations, and I have been very honest with him about needing to make some changes. But as for being in the beauty world, I can't take the drama anymore, and it's not how I am wired, so I'm out. It's draining, exhausting, depressing, and sometimes amazing. But for me, the amazing is outweighed by the bad. I can't have a pit in my stomach every day waiting for the next scandal or the next expose video. It's going to give me health issues, and I'm done caring about it anymore. I have never been involved in drama with any other YouTuber ever, and the second I decided to do a beauty series, boom, I'm in the hurricane. So, did I plan Dramageddon? Are you serious? No. Do people in the YouTube world come to me like a grandpa and tell me their problems and ask me for advice? Yes. Is it easy for me to get wrapped up in something potentially toxic if I think someone I love is hurting or upset? Yes. It's an issue I need to work on and have been working on. When she told me how upset she was in person, I had the same reaction the world did when they saw her video. I felt awful for her and she seemed broken, so I tried to be there for her and be someone she could talk to about it. So, was I shocked that she decided to make a video? No. Was I shocked that Tati read his butt for effing filth? Yes. I wasn't acting. I didn't know it was going to be that intense. Looking back, I still believe her on a lot of what she said, and I believe she felt it was what she needed to do at the time. Does she regret it? Probably. Does it mean we should see James as some poor innocent sweet angel? No. Don't get it twisted. Him and Jeffree have always been at the top of the dramatic guru list, and I mean that with love. Did I warn James about the video? No. Why? For reasons that I will never discuss. We've spoken privately on it, and that's that. Do I think James is the devil? No. Do I think he was a young, egocentric, power-hungry guru who needed to be served a slice of humble pie the size of the effing Empire State Building? Yes. Has he grown as a person since then? It really seems like it, and that's amazing. I'm truly happy if he's realized how his ego was affecting others, which he did address in his No More Lies video. Do I think Tati is a villain? No. I think Tati was sick of being treated like crap by so many in the beauty world and finally snapped. And damn, did she effing snap all the way off. Holy crap, she really said F it and beat her face for the gods and popped on that ring light and went full Game of Thrones on that crap. Say what you want about her or that video, but that crap will be in the history books. Effing YouTube Rewind even gave it an acknowledgement. Damn. Okay, sorry, back to my rant. Do I think Jeffree orchestrated this whole situation? No. Tati is a strong woman who made a choice. Do I think Jeffree was also upset by some issues with James and some things he heard behind the scenes? Yes. Was Jeffree excited to see a competitor fall? Probably. He's Jeffree effing Star. What do you expect? I guess I missed the part where he got baptized and devoted his life to Christ. Did Jeffree take it too far and F up big time by tweeting what he did? Yes. And it is one of the biggest regrets of his life. All this happened over a year ago, and I'm really sick of hearing about it and having people constantly using it as a way to keep my name and other names tagged together in drama videos. Don't get it twisted. Drama will never end with a lot of these people. It's their game, their survival, their drug. They love it. This specific drama went too far, obviously, and hopefully something like that never happens again. Putting drama in the trailer was something I regret more than anything in the world, and I'm mad that I chose tea over my morals. I'm really sorry to Tati and James if me putting their drama in the series at all felt like I was reopening up wounds. Although I did speak to both of them privately about the trailer, I should have not even done it at all. Drama might be fun to watch, but it's not fun to get wrapped up in, and it's my fault for letting that happen. I am sick of being trapped in the middle of it. Do I think this will be the last drama involving these people? Ha! No. No, I don't. Do I want to be involved ever again? F no. Remember not to expect these gurus to maintain some high moral code, and we shouldn't have some they must be perfect or they're canceled mentality. The reason you watch these people is because they are so extra. They are dramatic, and if you keep canceling them and wanting them to go away, then who will you talk about? You don't go to a circus to watch the hay on the ground. You go to watch the over-the-top performers who just want to be liked and want to do whatever they can to get your attention. If you don't want to feed into it, then don't. But before all the drama-free gurus pop off at me and say, well, I'm not involved in drama and I'm perfect, girl, please. Your top viewed videos are probably top makeup fails and anti-hauls with vomit emojis all over the screen, and that's okay. I love those videos. But let's not pretend that the beauty world isn't negativity first, makeup second. It's just how it is, and I'm sick of people pretending to be so above it all. And with that said, I love watching beauty channels of all sizes, and I will continue to watch and support them. The dramatic ones, the non-dramatic ones, and the ones who genuinely just love to show their makeup skills. Sadly, those channels get way less views for the reasons I have stated above. So go. Enjoy the gurus. Enjoy the circus. Unsubscribe from me if you are mad that I am no longer engaging in it. Unsubscribe to the gurus who you don't like. Subscribe to gurus you do like. Just don't take the beauty world as seriously as I did or as many of us did in 2019. It's not worth it, and I feel like we all lost a bit of our soul during Dramageddon. As for my channels, I am done with the beauty world. I love what I was able to create with Jeffree, and I'm sure people are going to assume I only did it for money, but that's not true. I am just choosing to no longer be a part of that world. I will still watch beauty videos, buy and play with makeup, and be a part of it in my life offline. But as for being a part of that world on YouTube, I don't think it's for me. I need to get back to why I started YouTube back in 2005, and that was to make things that bring me joy, not drama, and to make movies one day. Makeup for now will just be a fun hobby that I have to help with my anxiety, like slime, or emotional eating, and that all sounds really good to me right now. Jeffree Star didn't issue his own statement, but he did post a tweet supporting Shane Dawson's decision to speak out. He tweeted, "Please read every word. I love you, Shane. The message behind this is so important. I still have a lot of work to do on myself. So proud of you and what we've created." But many others were not so kind. After receiving a hell of a lot of backlash for his statement, Shane Dawson deleted his statement and tweeted the following shortly after. "I deleted everything. I'm done. For those who wanted me to address it, I did. I'm sure you can find it reposted somewhere, but I don't want this energy in my life or on my timeline. I am too sensitive for this crap, and I'm done." And now it's time for my 2 cents on this. I have a lot to say, but I'll try to keep it as short as I can because this video is already pretty long. First, I want to discuss the things that Shane Dawson said that I agree with because honestly, it's not many. I 100% agree with him that a lot of the beauty gurus, especially the ones always in drama, are extremely narcissistic, two-faced, and vengeful. I also agree with him that the beauty community is obsessed with looks, money, and power. I have been saying this for a while now that the beauty community, or at least a portion of it, really isn't beautiful at all. It's clear that many influencers only care about themselves, and as long as they can figure out a way to claw themselves to the much coveted top spot, they don't give a damn who they step on or stab in the back on the way there. Fortunately though, not all beauty influencers are that way, and it's not a problem strictly confined to the beauty community. Unfortunately, as Shane pointed out, those with moral codes and basic human decency are left in the dust, often not seen or heard because they don't want to compromise who they are and what they stand for just to get to the top. The beauty community needs a much-needed overhaul, and the problematic influencers who got to where they are by lying and backstabbing need to be dethroned, making way for real, wholesome, smaller influencers that can hopefully bring positive change to a toxic and superficial community. And hopefully they could continue to be themselves and not let power, money, and status get to their heads as it has to those that currently reside at the top. And now on to the things I have issues with. I don't buy for a second that Dramageddon 2 was not planned. It may have gotten far more intense than he thought it was going to be, but there is no way he's going to convince me that it wasn't done on purpose to take James Charles out. He knew about the video, that it was coming. What did he honestly think was going to happen? People were going to say, oh, that's interesting, and just move on? Anything that involves James Charles always blows up. Always. Tati did this all on her own? Sorry, not buying it. Until Tati proves otherwise, which rumor says that she will be uploading a video exposing the truth soon. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to stick with my belief that Jeffree and Shane were talking in her ear, getting into her head, nudging her to make that video. Is Tati innocent? No, she should have known better than to take it that far. Alluding to the fact that James Charles was a pred with zero proof was completely unacceptable. Another reason that I'm not buying that it wasn't planned is because Shane himself said in his statement that James Charles needed a slice of humble pie the size of the Empire State Building. He's basically saying, yeah, I knew about the video, knew it was coming, and honestly, I think that James Charles deserved it, to some degree. This whole James Charles needing a slice of humble pie is also something I have a major issue with. James Charles isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and if you think that he is, you are fooling yourself. But what was done to him because 3 people thought he needed to be humbled was not okay. Not okay at all. James Charles, who was only 19 at the time, was harassed relentlessly by Jeffree Star, his stans, and Tati's stans. Jeffree tweeted, "There is a reason that Nathan banned James Charles from ever coming to our home again. There's a reason why I haven't seen him since Tati's birthday in February. He is a danger to society. Everything Tati said is 100% true." Jeffree Star also tweeted to James Charles' brother, "Why is your brother a pred? Why did you really move back to New York City? Exactly. Shut the F up." I don't care if James Charles needed a piece of humble pie the size of this effing planet. You don't accuse someone of being a pred with zero proof and then go on to make a statement saying basically, you know what? He got what he deserved. James Charles' reputation was permanently damaged because of what the 3 of them did to him, and it's nearly pushed him over the edge. In case you don't remember, James Charles tweeted a few months ago the following. "In all seriousness, this past year sucked. I wouldn't wish what I went through upon anyone, but I am so proud of the person I am today. It made me stronger, smarter, but most importantly, more motivated than ever to work hard, and I can confidently say I am finally happy again. We're getting close-ish to 20 million subscribers, have an incredible beauty competition show airing, Sisters Apparel is relaunching, amazing videos coming soon, and so many other things I can't talk about just yet. I'm just really effing grateful for my friends and team that helped me get through this past year. I'm grateful that they talked me out of making an irreversible choice when I was at my lowest point. I'm grateful that I'm still alive today, and I'm grateful for each and every single one of you." Their poor decision to take it upon themselves to try and humble James Charles nearly cost him his young life at only 19 years old. Disgusting. And then to come out with this statement essentially saying that James Charles deserved it? I'm sorry, Shane, but what the actual hell is going through your head right now? I would really like to know. I also find it disgusting that Shane Dawson was essentially praising Tati's bi-sister video, going on about how it's one for the history books and that even YouTube acknowledged it. Who the F cares, Shane? No one cares. In case I didn't make it clear before, she accused James Charles of being a pred. A pred with zero proof other than some shady story from a clout-chasing waiter seeking his 15 minutes of fame and some tweets from Jeffree Star, who obviously also didn't offer up any proof. That video is nothing to be proud of or to praise as one for the history books. As far as Shane saying that he doesn't think Jeffree Star orchestrated this whole thing, I don't know if Jeffree straight up told Tati to make that video, but I do believe that he was planting ideas in her head, especially since Jeffree Star had his own beef with James Charles behind the scenes and potentially wanted to see him fall, as Shane confirmed in his statements. It's shameful that Shane basically blew it off as, "It's Jeffree effing Star, what did you expect?" Well, Shane, I expect you to do what's right and not make excuses for or defend a man who has proven time and time again what a lying, conniving, backstabbing, power-hungry narcissist he is. How can you be friends with someone like that? There's a reason he is in the middle of practically every drama. There is a reason he's lost damn near all of his influencer friends in the community. He's not a good person, and if you think he is, you need to wake up. I used to be a Jeffree Star supporter, and I was a long-time customer. I get it, but it's time to wake up to what reality is. And the reality is that Jeffree Star, at least right now, is proving himself to be not a very good person. He is the common denominator in every single situation, and that is not a coincidence. The fact that you're coming for us drama channels for being willing to call out Jeffree Star to stop with the bull crap, to do better, and be a better person because you won't, at least publicly, is laughable. This isn't a drug for me, and I certainly don't survive off of it. I do this because I think it's the right thing to do. If people who are in the public eye and have a position of power or status aren't held accountable for their disgraceful behavior, they continue on with hurting others thinking that they are invincible and free from consequence. I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming he should be perfect. I'm not claiming you should be perfect. No one is perfect. No one will be. But that's why it's so important that we all help each other hold each other accountable so that we don't lose sight of what's really important. I only have 2 more issues that I would like to discuss, and I will try my best to keep them as brief as possible. It was really petty for Shane to go after the smaller creators, in my opinion, saying that they aren't innocent. Is he correct? Probably yes. No one is innocent. But it was a poor attempt to manipulate his readers, and it wasn't needed. The last issue I have is the fact that Shane Dawson deleted his statement because he couldn't handle the heat, and that he conveniently waited until after the relaunch of his collection to even make a statement in the first place. Shane said it wasn't about the money, but if it wasn't, why didn't he come out with his statement a week and a half ago when Kam Lester first made his Instagram live? It's been nearly 2 weeks now, and all of a sudden that the collection launches out and the majority of the people who wanted it already purchased it at launch, he now decides to come out with his statement ripping James Charles, Jeffree Star, Tati, and potentially others a new butthole, calling them egocentric, two-faced, vengeful, narcissistic, ticking time bombs. It's highly suspicious. I guess ripping them a new butthole, especially the business owner of the cosmetics company that made the collection, doesn't do well for sales. I think his statement was purposefully held off until after the relaunch of the collection. Smart business move, but ethically shameful. And lastly, Shane deleting his statement and blaming it on him being too sensitive is a cop-out and cowardly. Shane, you said what you said, buck up and own it. Don't hide behind your anxiety in an attempt to curb the criticism. You guys effed up. Accept the helpful criticism, take them to heart, and do better. Deleting your statement made it seem like you really don't care at all and only did it because you had to, not because you're sorry and not because you wanted to learn and do better. You could have muted the conversation, but instead decided to put your tail between your legs and run away. In the end, I hope that Shane Dawson learns from this experience, and I agree with his decision to step away from the beauty community. As for Jeffree Star, he needs to come clean with everything right now because Dramageddon is coming and she will not be kind. It is vital that Jeffree actually truly change for the better. It will be a tough, long road, but only time will tell if he'll do what's right. As for Tati, I'm curious to see if she will actually speak out about all of this. I hope she used her time away to reflect and better herself. To James Charles, I wish him all the best and that he continues to grow and continues to work on being humble. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for today's video. Again, I'd like to thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Please remember to leave your thoughts in the comments down below, but remember to please be respectful to one another. We can each have our own opinions, but be adult about it. Name calling and petty insults will not be tolerated. Thank you! And with that, I am out of here, and hopefully I will see you very shortly on the next one. Bye!